I'm not gonna quite let this one go. Matthew, we need to talk about a little further, because since the fucking wonderful law enforcement and investigators we do have don't do a fucking thing except for fucking inflate Fox News with fucking bullshit and don't substantiate it. They're sourceless. They literally report on vibes, not facts. We do have, because he's a fucking Green Beret, and his buddy that, was also in it with him in the government, in Afghanistan. He was telling that his buddy, that dude, like, there's something going on, And before he did what he did, he left him a long ass email. And I think we should dig into that. I just do. I don't know why. I think it's important, because if they're not going to give us the manifesto, why is it classified, right? If they're not going to give us the manifesto and they're going to label him as a suicide, and not fucking, they couldn't identify his body, but the DNA that they did get didn't match his own fucking kid, and they're going to fucking blame that on whatever. It's so easy for them to blame victims, but he might not be a victim. He might be fucking somebody that's on the run too, I know something about his security clearance. Something changed as it was happening too, so anyways, fireworks, camp fuel, fucking, yeah, Tesla. But, these people are so young to me, It's so fucking crazy. All right. So just to give you the background of it is that these are people that are not suicidal or show any indication to being so, The fucking, what the FBI gave us of the manifesto, they gave us what they said was it, but they also claimed there are 6 pages, but they only gave us snippets, and I can't trust a fucking thing at this point with them. So yeah, I think that the only basis we have based off of no manifesto from the fucking, it's not in writing, we don't see it, right? And everything that comes out of their fucking mouth, fuck them. I don't need to fucking listen to the FBI. Alright, so on the basis that the FBI has classified the manifesto of this alleged dead man's fucking last words, his buddy Shoemate, which he served in Afghanistan with Livelsberger, and they communicated all the time. And he was worried about things, but he reached out in the form of an entire email right before this shit happened, right? So if that's the only correspondence we do have, we might as well go off of a fucking Green Beret's fucking, words to safeguarding his last words with his, somebody that wasn't going to fucking snuff it. So I digress into the fucking email. The email says, quote, "In case I do not make it to my decision point or onto the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 Jan. And keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with drones," and this was going about the New Jersey shit, but anyways, he says, "What we were seeing with the drones is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast. But throughout history, the US, only we in China have this capability. Our open location for this activity in the boxes below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they use the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comms system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. So what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned AC, they are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the WH if they wanted. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a year now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive VBIED. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin DOD, DEA, and CIA. I conducted targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of CIVCAS that killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. USFORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft into CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with US FORA and Agent Redacted of the DEA. So I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with GEN Miller's 10 staff on this, as well as the response to Bala Murghab, AOB-S, commander at the time. Redacted can validate this. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war, because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. For vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, an active duty 18Z out of 1-10. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP access. That is the email to his fellow, army buddy or whatever from Matthew. And Department of Defense gathered DNA that allowed the medical examiner to confirm his identity. So what's interesting is they didn't have DNA for a while. I don't know how they got DNA, maybe. And they are getting more clues to a possible motive, they said. Of course they're going to come up with a fucking narrative. That's part of the pattern. There's also emails to Sean Ryan from the email of Matt, so, because he wanted to reach out. He's reaching out to people. He wanted to know what was going on about the anti-gravity shit. I mean, they're not denying that the emails exist. They just don't know if they came from Matt because it's Proton, right? So it's like the chain of emails is right there. Like, who the fuck would these men be talking to if they didn't think it was him, right? That's pretty much, to me, what makes it real, because no fucking high-level security, intel is going to just be talking about shit like this to some fucking stray that emails, somehow has their email, somehow, of course it's somebody, of course it's him, they've been talking, dude. But everybody's like, well, the email's not his full name. It's Proton, no fucking shit it isn't his full name. It isn't his fucking name. Who uses their name when they want to be encrypted in do you go in the dark net with your full fucking name? Do you do that? No, people don't even use their name. But anyways, this email also reached out to Sean Ryan, saying, I would imagine if Joe Rogan, Fox News named some other big names out there, scrub their emails right now, they could probably find a message from this guy. Like, these people are talking back and forth. This is another one. Hey man, this is an activity duty SFTM SGT out of 10. I want to blow the whistle on our activities in a certain place. I'm willing to sit down with you on the 31st in Flagstaff or do it remotely via phone. Must be done before the 31st as I'll be leaving. Do you see? He's fucking gone, dude. He's not like cutting the ties. He's going away, not up. It's not ascending or descending. He's going forward away from this fucking corruption, probably. This was literally a few days before as well. He even acknowledged the mystery drones that have been spotted over New Jersey in November and December. What they were. And of course, you got the fucking FBI saying, at news conferences, although this incident is more public and more sensational than usual, it ultimately appears to be a tragic case of suicide involving a heavily decorated combat veteran who is struggling with PTSD and other issues. Do you see what I mean by that? The FBI will slander anybody's name just because you throw decorated combat. He had to put combat to make him sound, violent. Decorated combat veteran. Why? Just because you throw decorated in there and heavily does not fucking, literally counter. It doesn't cancel the fucking shit that you just said. Although this incident is fucking getting a little too much fucking publicity, let me break down what he just said, in quotes. His quotes basically said, although this is getting more publicity than we think is necessary and that we don't like because we're not going to give you the manifesto, ultimately, it's just a tragedy that this man killed himself He was a decorated. He was actually, he worked for the government and did so perfectly, you know, but we're going to call it violence instead of sergeant in all of his decorations. We're just going to name it combat. But he was struggling with PTSD, and he's just kind of crazy. That's what it is. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. That is fucking ridiculous. He doesn't have any fucking reports of PTSD. He doesn't have any documented diagnoses. I didn't know the FBI were fucking doctors. Fucking. And then you got fucking Musk even fucking tweeting, the evil knuckleheads picked the wrong vehicle for a terrorist attack. Cybertruck actually contained the explosion and directed the blast upwards. Okay, maybe that was the fucking idea. Shoemate wrote, it's been a fucking long day and this post is infinitely less humorous in light of today's events. I reached out to the FBI this morning and forwarded the contents of this email to them. And what happens next? Guess what? Nothing. Every time you reach out to the authorities, it's literally counterproductive. They're not taking that email at all for anything. They don't want people to fucking actually know anything about that email. That's why they're fucking literally throwing it to the ground. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's not nothing. It's not fucking nothing. An explosion of a Tesla truck, making sure that nobody gets hurt and all of your belongings are in there, because some heavily decorated person would have to be the one to pull the fucking top off, because nobody else is gonna just believe a Karen fucking with cardboard sign. You know, it has to be fucking loud enough. Like, people don't give a shit, and they still fucking don't give a shit unless it's fucking big enough.
Come to the shit show. Come and sit down. Shut the fuck up. Whole damn place going down, burning up. Welcome to the shit show, where the freaks all bite and the weak get cut. If you can't hang, then get the fuck up out of my circus. Welcome to the shit show. Blood on the stage, no mercy, no luck. Smile for the camera while the whole world erupts. Hey, welcome to the shit show. Come and sit down. Shut the fuck up. Hey. Step right in, motherfucker. You're one of us. Step right up. Step right up. To the greatest wreck you ever saw. Burn it down. Burn it down. Let the whole damn crowd want more. Hey. Freaks in the front. Hey. Blood in the drums. Hey. Everybody scream when the nightmare comes. This ain't a circus. This is a warning. This ain't a joke. This is me storming. To every fake face, every cheap grin. Welcome to hell. Now let the show begin.